Hi guys, here's the lesson plan for week 1 and 2. Alright, first up is floor and tumble track stations. On station number 1, they're going to be working on their handstand lever. For the little guys, they can just stretch their arms to the rainbow, lift their leg back up. But for the sprouts and buds, they can try and do a teeter-totter using the block to touch the rainbow, going back to a lunge. Next, they're going to be on the semicircle. Seeds and seedlings can go on their bellies and try and rock back and forth. Sprouts and buds can go on their hands and try and do a push-up position. But if they need more of a challenge, they can turn around, put their feet up, and try to balance with their feet up instead. Next station, they're going to be putting their belly on top of the circle, and then they're going to be going all the way forward to a push-up position and all the way back. Next, they're on the scooter course. They can pull themselves forward with their feet, or they can turn around and push themselves backwards. Next, they're going to be doing donkey kicks on the Pac-Man. Hands go down. They're going to jump 2 feet together, hips up and back. Next, they're going to be working cartwheels on the tumble track. And then last, they're going to be working on their rolls again this week. Forwards, backwards, rolls for the little ones. And then bridges for sprouts and buds. On bars, first up, they're going to be doing tuck swings, knees up to their chest. Tuck swings on the next bar too. But instead of going into a pit, they're going to return their feet back to the block behind them. Make sure that you go over this with them. Next is front support, cast and push away, back to the mat. Next stations, they have rope and rock wall. You can make this 1 to 3 stations depending on how many students in class you have. A floor station this week, they're going to start in push-up position, jump their feet up to straddle. And then they're going to be doing, for the seeds and seedlings, they can just walk their feet through. But then sprouts and buds, they're going to be trying bear crawls across this week. Make sure they're carefully getting up and getting down. Make sure that the mats also stay in position and in place for this. All right, next is balance beam stations. First up, they're going to be doing a push-up walk, so their hands go down on the floor, feet walk across the beam, try and make sure their bottoms stay flat and their belly's up. They're going to be doing directional walks on the beam, forwards and backwards. They're going to grab the scarves so their arms are out to the side. Help them on this station. This will be the spotted station this week because we'll have some kids that may be a little bit fearful about walking backwards. Next, they're going to continue working on their side handstands this week, same as last week. Bear crawls, they can go on their knees, up on their feet, or the buds can try and lift one leg. This is called doggy with broken leg, and buds can try that. Bear crawl across the ladder, make sure they're carefully getting up and down. Next, they're going to be doing ring toss. And then lastly, they're going to be doing forward kicks down all the way, and then a forward roll down the wedge. All right, obstacle course this week. They're climbing over the barrels. Make sure these stay in place. If they get out of place, just readjust them and make sure they're secure. Down the slide, but you can also move that out of the way for the buds if it's too small for them. Through the tunnel, jumping over the ropes onto the noise pads, and then the hopscotch back to the beginning. All right, ending activities or group activities for this week. For seeds and seedlings, they're going to do 5 minutes starting with the balls right here. For these sprouts, they're going to start 5 minutes on the obstacle course like always. And then the buds, for their ending activity, they're going to do 5 minutes with the balls. And then the other group, if they're divided into 2, will do 5 minutes of obstacle course. Please remember, when you're doing a group activity with them, this needs to be for the buds, it needs to be directed by the instructor. So have them try and dribble it, have them try and bounce it, play catch. Make sure that you are instructing them what to do, not just free for all. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. All right, have a good week. Bye, everyone.